on, fam? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. As always, there will be timestamps listed down below so you can jump around, and if you love what you see, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and thumbs this video up. I do try to post as regularly as possible with as many new releases, as many products, just as many everything from across the board, from primer to setting spray, everything in between, even brow products. And you never want to miss out on all the fun that we have and all of the goodies, because I test out everything possible, imaginable. I try to dig up goodies that like you wouldn't even think existed. So you just make sure you're subscribed, make sure that bell is turned on, and you are good to go. Now, I did do this video in 3 parts, so I will try to link all corresponding videos in the description bars down below so you can see like all the steps in this makeup look. But this eye tutorial will be the Melt Vita palette. Contour, blush, highlight, and all that is the new Scott Barnes release. And now we're about to talk about all the base products. So today I tested out the No Poreblem Prime Essence from Touch and Sol. This feels so amazing on the skin. It is literally like an essence. It is super hydrating, slightly pore filling. I wouldn't say anything major though. I would recommend, you know, putting this on for a slight blur, some hydration, and then going in with like the tarte type of a pore fill if that's what you're looking for. But this is definitely something that just feels really great and nourishing on the skin, and I can see myself reusing it for that purpose. So that one was a goodie, and I'm not going to like unbox, show you, read you guys things, because we go through all of that during the unboxing. So then next up, I did test out the Dose of Colors foundation, the Meet Your Hue. Finally, I have been dying to test this for months and months and months and months and months. Now, I am pretty much in the shade 103 Fair, but I did need to pump a little bit of 107 Fair in, because 103 is like a shade too white for me, but 107 is like beige, and I don't understand it at all, because then I even picked up another one, 108 Light. I'm sorry guys, I've been talking and filming for hours and I need water breaks. My throat's so dry. Now 108 Light, I didn't even swatch, because when I did 107 Fair, it was such a beige undertone, like beige. And I only order neutral or cool, depending on what's available. And I stick with neutral if neutral's available. I never do warm, ever. And that's when you get the beige. So I don't know what happened with Dose of Colors wheel, but I made it work, and it is a beautiful foundation. But for me, I'm gonna have to do like 2 pumps 103 and 1 pump 107 to do my face and neck and have like the exact right color. But it is it's such a lightweight foundation. It is buildable to full coverage. You don't feel it. I've had it on me for, I mean, it is like 1 in the morning, and I've had this on me now for, oh my god, 9 hours, and it has not creased up, it has not broken apart, it's not like gotten greasy. It's like it's as if I just applied it. It is such a great foundation. It doesn't like hide every imperfection like the Smashbox one that I reviewed before. It's not that type of like bam full coverage, but it is a beautiful medium to full coverage depending on how you want to, you know, build it up, and you do not feel it. It is super lightweight. The ingredients list is super clean, no alcohol, and it's cruelty free. It's in a beautiful container, really nice pump. So I am going to have number 108 Light included in a giveaway for whoever is this shade, thinks they're this shade. I have to figure out how to like re-put it together, but it was never actually open. Like, I never took the cap off, I never pumped it, nothing. Because as soon as I did 107 and I saw how beige it was, I'm like, there is no point in even pumping 108. So that one is totally clean, and I'd rather give it away than do one swatch and then it's open and I can't give it to somebody who can use it. But I highly recommend this foundation. It is gorgeous. So then I used the concealers. I cannot use 06 Light. It is also very beige, but I did swatch it. So if anybody wants the concealer, you can let me know and I'm happy to give it to you, but it got swatched. Now, I washed my hands, I sanitize, and I do all that, but it still was swatched on the back of my hand. So that's totally up to you. Otherwise, I'm just going to donate it to the domestic violence shelter that I donate products to. So, but in the meantime, I'm just going to keep them together because I have another big giveaway coming up as soon as all the products finish arriving. Now, I did use 03 Fair, and this is a beautiful concealer. This ended up making everything where I applied the concealer completely like airbrush, full coverage, flawless. It started melting into the skin. It blended beautifully. And this is like both the foundation and the concealer are free of so many bad ingredients, which is amazing. I love that. So, and they're so lightweight as well. So I really love this concealer. I'm going to be keeping this one probably top shelf just to switch it up from time to time. It is really good. And then I am blown away by their sponge. I show you guys side by side with the Beauty Blender when they're both dry, and then when they're both you know, soaking wet, well, not soaking wet, you know, once you squeeze it out and all that. And I only used this sponge for my foundation and then for my concealer, and it worked beautifully. Like, I haven't used a different sponge other than the Beauty Blender in probably 2 years, and this is really, really good. I'm going to be using this, I think, for a while to really give it a good test because I am like seriously shocked by it. And then I set my face with 2 different powders from Juno Co that I picked up from Beautylish. I got the Brighten, which is actually ended up being like more of a banana powder. I didn't know that when I bought it. And then Airbrush, which is just translucent, and both powders are beautiful. They are very like finely milled. They set everything in place wonderfully. They don't break apart the foundation. The foundation doesn't like separate, bunch up, come apart, get weird. Like there's none of that. It just sets it, locks it. You are good to go. It does give kind of an airbrushed look, so it is wonderful. Unfortunately, the banana is, I thought it would work once I opened it and looked at it, but it was still a little bit too dark for me. So when I went in, I don't think you're gonna really be able to pick up the color of the banana on screen. It ended up darkening my under eye after I had just finished brightening my under eye. So then I went in with the translucent one to try to re-brighten it again, and then that did help. So I got the brightness out of it again, but I don't think I'll be able to really use Brighten. So far, the only under eye powder that's working for me perfectly is the Anna Sui one, if you guys have seen that video. But these powders are still beautiful powders, and if you guys are a little bit darker than me and you're looking for a banana powder that's not banana, try this one. And it's not called banana, it is called Brighten, and I think that you will be very impressed with just how silky smooth everything is. It's just flawless and ready for you to do your eyeshadow and all of that. And then lastly, I did not set my face since like doing my base, but I tried out the YSL Top Secrets Makeup Setting Spray Hydrating, and it's bougie, it's beautiful, it has an amazing mist. See that continuous mist? It smells so nice. It's very faint in fragrance, but it does smell really nice. However, alcohol denat is the third ingredient or fourth, I can't remember, but it's in the top 6, which makes it not good. And that's a spray that you don't want to use daily. If it's more towards the bottom of an ingredient list, then that's not a big deal. But whenever alcohol denat or any bad alcohols are in the top 6, that's something that you want to stay away from on a daily basis, because it is going to start drying out your skin, causing premature wrinkling, fine lines, and that kind of a thing. When it's really expensive brands, they can do it right for the right reasons, like quick absorption of products, getting, you know, the right kind of a product to absorb with whatever else is working. So it can be used for certain reasons, but unless it's needed, like this is supposed to be hydrating, that's just going to dehydrate. So it's beautiful and it's bougie, but it's not something that you need. And I immediately went in with my Bobbi Brown primer plus hydrating 3-in-1 setting spray. I love using this throughout my makeup application whenever I just feel like there's too much powder or I'm dry, and spraying either this or Fix Plus, just depending on how my skin is feeling. But I still did test this out. It's just, to me, out of everything, I would buy everything and just skip on this. So if you want to see it all in action, then just keep on watching. I just realized that I forgot to tell you guys that my lip combo has since changed from when I told you guys my lip combo last. It is still the same Pat McGrath Perma Gel Liner in Buff, but I did go back in with my Huda Beauty liquid lipstick. I have found my love affair again for my Huda Beauty liquid lips. I just totally got out of liquid lips, I think because I had so many bad formula after bad formula after bad formula, even though I always loved Huda Beauties. So I popped on Bombshell, and then I went over it with, this was from the collection Charlotte Tilbury's Hot Lips 2, like the big collection, and this is Glowing Gen. The shades are almost identical. This deepened it up a little bit and added the perfect amount of moisture and like a little bit more plumpness, and I thought it was perfect. And then I barely dotted on Inglot Sleeks number 30. These are amazing. They smell like candy. You can buy it from Beautylish or Inglot directly. So I just thought I should throw that in there because I did tell you guys my lip combo during this video and it is different now. All right, now if you guys want to see everything in action, keep on watching. So we're gonna get to it. I have the Touch in Soul No Poreblem Prime Essence that I want to try out. So we're gonna get into this baby. The ingredients are very clean, which I love. There is fragrance as the third to last ingredient, which isn't bad, and there's no bad alcohols in here. And then we're gonna try, figure out the rest My puppies are always so full of it. And then we're gonna try to figure out the rest of what we're gonna do as far as colors and all that. I will swatch out everything that way. So, oh my gosh, this is such a cute little tube. I love it. It's a pink little cap. Oh, I forgot to zoom you guys in. One sec. My puppy scratched me, but it's almost healed. Oh. Okay. We've adjusted the settings on my camera, hoping that I'm not going to go in and out of, okay, focus like I am right now. And I'm just going to see how this goes. And then the hubby just ran to the store, but it appears when I'm zoomed in, we didn't test it zoomed in, which was silly. We only tested it with me being zoomed out. So, oh, you are like an essence. Okay, it is a watery essence. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to continue filming until he gets back, because this, we did a facial following, oh my gosh, like, wow, it really doesn't like it when it's zoomed in. This little box so it can follow my face. Hello. But it is not liking the zoom. Okay, let me zoom you guys back out for this part. I mean, I'm only applying primer, but still. I'll try to just crop in the editor. So this feels wonderful. I actually just want to put it a little bit everywhere because it feels nice and hydrating too. I like that a lot. I don't know so much about pore filling, but it definitely prepped the skin beautifully for makeup, and everything feels really nice. So I need to go color correct my under eyes anyway, so I will do that, and then I will be right back. Alright, the hubby came home and we're trying yet another different setting in the camera, so hopefully this one is good. Now you guys saw the primer. It is literally just essence. It is very liquidy and it feels beautiful. It's actually been an hour since I put it on and color corrected using my Urban Decay color corrector in peach, and that is all that I have done. So now we are going to move on to foundation. I did pick up 3 different shades because they had 2 in fair and 1 in light. I'm always somewhere in between fair and light. I never really know. So this is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. You get 1 fluid ounce or 30 ml. It is vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, paraben-free, oil-free, fragrance-free, and it is cruelty-free. So it's a lightweight, medium to full coverage foundation that delivers a blurring effect, which reduces the appearance of fine lines and skin imperfections. That sounds amazing. They want to use how to use, apply foundation using their Seamless Beauty Sponge, which I did pick up, and I will go dampen, but I'm also gonna dampen my beauty blender just in case, so that's ready on standby. Or fingertips or your preferred applicator. Achieve desired level of coverage by building up the foundation. There is no alcohol in here. It is a very clean ingredient list, and it says that it is a high pigment, matte finish, buildable, lightweight, and a long wear. So we're gonna swatch all 3 shades. The sponge is a Seamless Beauty sponge. It says that the sponge has a unique flat bottom teardrop shape, which allows for smooth, even coverage and seamless application. I'm sorry guys, I have had so many different like head and cold meds and Zymex, that's not sounding right, but that too for allergies. So I'm like, oh, my bun has fallen, that's okay. So bear with me. And they want you to wet it to expand it, squeeze out the excess water. You can be used to apply liquid, cream, and powder. It is a paraben-free, latex-free, dye-free, sulfate-free, and phthalate-free. So, oh, she does not want to open nicely. Okay. Oh, she's even wrapped like this. I like this peachy color. That's super cute. That is so adorable. Okay. And then I did pick up 2 shades of concealer. One is light, one is fair. And it says our multitasking full coverage concealer has a lightweight, easy to blend formula. Conceals dark under eye circles, blemishes, and other skin imperfections. We don't need to know how to apply it. They also say use their beauty sponge or preferred applicator. Oh my gosh, I'm like, there's no alcohol in here. It's again blendable, lightweight, long wear, full coverage, vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, and paraben-free. So let's get to swatching fairest to lightest. Now it's weird. Nope, it's not weird. I lied. I was gonna say there's a shade number that is darker, but it's categorized as fair, and it's not. It's my medications messing with me. Again, I have not seen a single review on this. Like I said, I was off of social media my entire downtime while I was recovering from being so sick and, you know, all the different tragedies and everything that happened. So I don't know what to expect. I actually don't even know what the bottle looks like at this point. Or, okay. Well, I know it's a pump now because the lid came off. Oh, I like this. This is beautiful. Nice matte bottle. Nice pump. So this is number 103, fair. I want to say I would have ordered everything neutral because I am now out of focus. Hello? Alright, so the hubby just had to fix another camera setting. We want to, you know, have this zoom so everything is more crisp for an image for you guys rather than me trying to zoom in the software. But we're having trouble trying to zoom and find what kind of, like, the box, if you guys know, with the camera for having it on facial recognition. And we tried doing the like following the face, and we tried having like a big box, small box, stationary box, all of these different ones where it stays on my face so it's crisp so you guys can really see what I'm doing. But then out of nowhere everything goes blurry and then it won't like autofocus back. And I have like the Canon EOS, I think is what it says, 5D something, I don't know. It's a really expensive AF camera and it shouldn't be doing this, so we keep trying to troubleshoot. And that's why in the past everybody always wanted me to zoom and I wasn't zooming. I was cropping in my editor, but when I crop in my editor I lose quality, so I'm trying to now zoom in on my camera instead, but I keep blurring. So that's what's going on. So hopefully right now we have found the sweet spot. So now I'm going to swatch the foundation in 103 Fair and see what she looks like. This is nice and creamy. Ooh, I think this will be a beautiful full coverage That might be my exact shade, actually. And then we have 107 Fair. Oh, wow, that jumps up. I don't think you can really tell. Just want a little squirt. Different finger. No, don't. Okay, you are very beige. So those are the two Fair, 103, 107. And then I don't think I even want to do 108 because, let me look at the bottle. I mean, I guess you just never know. Oh, she looks very dark, not even like self-tan. So, I will figure out, I guess anybody who is this color in a future giveaway or something like that, let me know. I will figure out how to package that back up later because I am definitely not even Fair 107. I am going to be 103 with maybe a dab of 107. All right, so now I'm going to go dampen both sponges and then, oh wait, I might as well swatch the concealers too. So I have 103 Fair, which is probably gonna be at least on my inner corners. Oh, that's a nice doe foot applicator. I like that a lot. You are not messing around. Oh, that is a beautiful shade. So creamy. That's gorgeous and opaque. I'm gonna have another winter video, and this is 106 Light. I think these are gonna work so beautifully together. So we have 103 and then 106. I will use these ones probably in conjunction because I like to do it a little bit brighter here and then not as bright for the whole eye. I'm not into like the whole brightness, but I do like to add a little extra brightness there. All right, so now that we have our swatches, we have 103, and then I think I said 103, and then 107 and 106. So now I'm gonna dampen the sponges and I will be right back. I forgot, I wanted to show you what the two sponges look like in comparison to each other. I don't clean my beauty blender after using it every day. I clean it before using it every day because you need to clean your sponges every time before you use it. Whether you clean it after you're done your makeup for the day or you clean it before. I just clean it before because you have to wet it before anyway, and I'm going to wash this one too, so I always wash my sponges. Do it every day or you're pouncing bacteria on your face. But this is a huge difference in shape, and I mean the dose of colors is a little bit, it is more dense, but surprisingly it's not as like much more dense than you would think looking at it and the material. So, all right, now I'll be right back. As these are drying down, you can see that both 06 in the concealer and 107 in the light, fair, sorry, foundation are both very beige. So I likely will not be using either one of those. I just wanted to show you just how, I'm looking for a makeup wipe, how beige they are, where I don't order anything other than either neutral or cool undertones. So for it to be that beige, that's really off in like that category. So just be aware of that. So I think what I'll end up doing, I'm just gonna use the 03, they're both 03, right? 103 and 03, and then I might hit it with a pop of my Pure White from Urban Decay to brighten it up a little bit and to see if they play nicely together. Because that is what I like to do to give it that little pop of brightness in the inner corner, and that always works out well. So now I want to show you guys the sizes in the sponges now that they are wet and how they look. This is going to be so different using a new sponge. I have not used a different sponge other than a Beauty Blender sponge in like 2 years. I've only used the Beauty Blender and a whole lot of different makeup brushes. But here we go. Oh, I should have grabbed one of my little palette pod thingies for the back of my hand. I need to get in that habit. See, this just looks so white. This is where I feel like I need to add in a little bit of beige just because of how stinking white this is. But like, I do not have any beigey yellow undertones in my skin whatsoever. I am as transparent as can be. But I guess we're gonna do a tad. I need a little warmth. Okay, let's see. Wow, that blends in like 2 seconds, you guys. And I actually really like this sponge. The butt on this, and this is a beautiful coverage. They're not playing. Yeah, this is gorgeous. It is seamless. The sponge feels so nice. Now that's a really great match to my neck. It didn't warm me up a little bit, but adding in a tad of that 107 definitely helped. So this is going to be a top shelf foundation. It is so lightweight. I really can't feel it at all. And I probably put a total of, I did 2 pumps of the light 103 and not maybe half a pump of light 107, and I can't feel anything. This is beautiful. So let's try the concealer. And this, honestly guys, this sponge is so nice. Like, it's so nice. See this, a large and in charge doe foot. Cover up those allergies or head cold or whatever's going on. All right, let's see how this does for concealer. Oh, it is actually nice and brightening. This is also the concealer just melting into the skin and blending around the nose so effortlessly. And this sponge is getting up in there, which I was very concerned about because of the size of it. But this is such a seamless blend. Like, holy cow. You guys, this is another wow favorite. Like the Tom Ford and the Smashbox are like just gonna give you cancel proof, cancel my life. I am just full coverage, beat my face, everything is gone. This one is like, I'm like full coverage, but still a little bit natural. Like you can still see some imperfections. You still see a little bit of texture. So if you're not one who wants to like totally hide from everything on your face, this foundation is beautiful. But I think the concealer over the foundation, that became totally full coverage. Holy cow, am I struggling. I'm gonna take the littlest bit of the pure white. Should have put that on my back of my hand, but that is okay. Fenty Beauty concealer, inner corner brush. Yeah, ever so slightly where that really didn't do much at all, but here is what it looks like before we set it all in place. Alright, I also have these two Juno Co makeup setting powders. They're actually called Juno Blur makeup setting powders. I bought them from Beautylish. It's just flawless and fabulous skin. One is called Airbrush, one is called Brighten. So I got the Brighten to try for under the eyes and the Airbrush for the rest of the face. The applications are the same. So it says dip sponge into mesh and gently shake off excess powder. Dust onto complexion to mattify makeup and set finish look. If using a brush, bounce the brush into the mesh to pick up the product, sweep onto complexion to mattify and set makeup. Now you guys know I'm not like a mattifying person, but I don't mind mattifying and then bringing everything back to life again. Infused with the revolutionary skin-loving nutrient avocado extract to help moisturize and maintain a supple and smooth complexion both underneath and on the surface. Hashtag Juno Blur, hashtag Juno Babe. Aw, I like that. All right, so we're going in with Brighten. And then, oh, this is really nice packaging. Wow, I have a bunch of their sponges I still need to try too. But this is beautiful. It's a nice matte packaging. I like how it says Brighten even underneath here. This is gorgeous. It's pink on the inside. I love it even more now. I do need tweezers though. Okay, so this looks like a very light banana color. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. And my setting brush is hiding on me. There we go. My Wayne Goss. It's like all I, oh no, you know what, this looks like a nice banana. Okay, make sure there's no creases. So it is definitely changing the color of my under eye, and it's making it more of that beigey color. Oh wow, though, that is so silky smooth. That is a really nice powder. But you can see the difference. No, there was my sponge, I got it. You can see the difference. So I powdered this eye, and then this one's not. So you can see this one's much brighter, but this one feels so silky smooth, and like when I do my eyeshadow look, I know it's gonna be really well prepped. It's just a bummer that I lost all of that brightness. I think this banana powder would be perfect if you are more light medium rather than fair. That lavender powder from Anna Sui, still the best one for a brighten and setting if you are fair. And I think if you're light too. But I think you can get away with this one if you are light, probably. And it's also dependent on how bright you like your under eyes too. I mean, if you're not somebody who's into having a bright under eye, then this powder is seriously beautiful. It is so silky, and it's not one of those powders that feels like it's sucking the life out from under your eyes or anywhere. It just feels like it is setting everything so beautifully and prepping the skin for makeup application, like my eyeshadow and all that. So it is still really, really beautiful. And now we're gonna try the other one on the rest of the face, which is Airbrush. It's the same thing on the ends, on the inside with the avocado. Oh, this one's more translucent. Well, hopefully totally translucent. Taking my IT Cosmetics big fluffy brush. Wow, this is a really nice powder. I kind of want to try the translucent under my eyes next time. I think it is giving a blurring, soft focus effect too. Just based on my hormonal breakouts. I And this isn't breaking apart the foundation. It's not separating it, moving it around, or anything like that. This is setting everything really nicely. Yeah, everything is really locked in. This feels so great. I actually want to see if I can brighten the yellow with some translucent. That helped. It is kind of, it's causing creasing and wrinkles where you don't really want them. But I will be able to at least hide that in eyeshadow. But at least that did soften the yellowness. But this is a beautiful powder. I would recommend all 3 products. These are really, really beautiful. Oh, and I do have a setting powder to test out for you, or not setting powder, setting spray to test out for you guys too. This is the, hold on, YSL Yves Saint Laurent makeup setting spray, hydrating. Bougie and beautiful as always. So, okay, shake well before use. I've had it for a while, so we'll give her a good shake and then we'll shake her up again before spraying. Sprayed a minimum of 15 centimeters away from the face. Close the eyes and mouth during application. Do not intentionally inhale. Who intentionally inhales? Wipe product excess on eyes and mouth. Okay. Let me see. There is alcohol. Did not as the 1, 2, 3, 4th ingredient. Whenever it's in the top 6 ingredients, it is not something that you want to use on a daily basis. Top 6 is bad for your skin. From time to time, that is fine, but top 6, try to stay away unless it's an alcohol that preceding the word alcohol, it's a word that starts with the letter C, like ceteral alcohol, you're good. That's a fatty alcohol, which is really good for the skin. Let me know if you guys would like me to do like a good versus bad alcohol and break it all down for you, because I research ingredients. I'm a big researcher. I'm always looking up things, learning. I mean, it's just been instilled in me because I was in school from like the age of 5 until 30, all through law school. Researching was ingrained in me, so just I am always like all about every ingredient, even in makeup. I care. So that's not good. If it was at the bottom, it wouldn't matter so much. It would be so diluted that it wouldn't be a big deal, but being in the top 6, that matters. So just to let you guys know. Nice, well, hopefully it's nice spray. Okay, that does look nice. It does smell really nice. It's very, my camera shut off. It's very faint, but it does smell really good. And I feel like there's not like an abundance of spray left over. The spray is beautiful on this. So from time, it says top secrets. So from time to time, it is really nice. My favorite one is the Bobbi Brown Primer Plus Hydrating 3-in-1 spray. Like right now, I feel like I could use some life back into my skin. So I will do that. I will let it just kind of work its way into my skin, let it rehydrate, and then I will prime with that. If my skin is really dry, I'll use that first, and then I'll go in with my other primers. And then if I'm having I feel like a dry day, I will spray the Bobbi Brown in between different powders instead of Fix Plus. Other times I will spray Fix Plus in between powders and different things. So it just depends on what my skin needs that day. But there's definite creasing under the eyes, so I recommend this powder big time for over your face, and then a lighter touch than I did under the eyes. But aside from that, the foundation, the concealer, even the primer, everything was really beautiful. So all these products were a win-win-win-win-win. Even the YSL spray, it's not like you need it in your life. I wouldn't recommend it, but it is still beautiful. The spray is beautiful. It smells beautiful. It feels luxurious, but because you can't use it all the time, I would go with something like the Bobbi Brown if you're going to make a splurge. So that is it for this video, and until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.